Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matt here from the Matt Film Show. Welcome back to a brand new episode here on the Matt Film Show. If you guys are new, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you guys enjoy what you guys are watching. Now let's get into today's video. So today's video, this is something I heard of I think yesterday about test screenings for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the sequel to Aquaman from 2018, and it will release in December 16, I believe, of this year. December something, can't remember exactly. And so supposedly they had a test screening for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I think yesterday, 2 days ago. And you guys do not know what test screenings are. Test screenings are where they have like people get to go watch the movie early, and they give their thoughts on the movie, add in the studio whatever criticism they have from the movie, where it's bad or good, where it's bad, and little minor changes. Okay, they could have done this better. They should have been. This should have been not here. This should not be there. Just give their opinion on how the movie is. And in the studio, right, has that's what they do this months in advance. We already we're in March already. We're about to be March, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's like 9 months away, right? Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom comes out 9 months away, and so Warner Brothers Discovery, right? So Warner Brothers and DC has 9 months, right, or how many months it is, to fix whatever changes the criticism have before the movie comes out to the public on December 16, I believe it is. So, do you know what I mean? A lot of people could say whatever they want on the test screenings. You know what I mean? Let me get this here. You know what I mean? Most of these test screenings are true. Some of them are not true. People could say, oh yeah, there has been a test screenings. Other people could report, no, I heard that there was not a test screening, so it is what it is. One of the test screenings I heard, I think this is the second test screening that they have, or third or fourth, around there. I think that multiple test screenings already. That the first one, test screening, was very, very good, that the movie was great. And apparently Ben Affleck is supposed to come out in this movie. And now apparently to this test screening that they came out recently, I believe, this is the most recent one, Ben Affleck was not in the movie. So Ben Affleck's Batman appeared in the movie. Now apparently he's not. So I want to give you guys my thoughts on what they have been saying, that apparently it's not very good. The movie's bad. Like, it's really, really bad. So I just want to go in here, talk about what they have been saying to the movies, and the results of feedback that they have. Apparently, according to the reports, the movie is very boring. The movie's not entertaining. The movie's boring, and it's possibly one of the worst films in the DC franchise of the Zack Snyderverse, or I don't even know if that's still a thing, but I don't believe that there is a DCEU, and all people consider DCEU whatever. I don't use that term because I don't believe there is not even one. I don't believe that there is a DCEU, honestly. I think these all films are all made in separate universes. They're all standalone, in my opinion. But they said the movie's boring, and one of the worst films in the franchise. They said that, I'll be honest, we're half a dozen test screenings, and it's not looking great for Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom. I constantly heard it's one of over the last half a year, and it is boring, not as good as the first one, and potentially one of the worst films in the DCEU. Let's see, what else did they say? There is a reason. Someone said there's a reason I've been avoiding any questions about Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom. It brings me no joy to back him up and tell you the test screenings on the first film have not been good. For this film has not been good. Really hope they fix these movies before December. I heard something that almost never happened. That test screenings happened before this happened in this movie. They're gonna really need to fix this one they're gonna have to fix this movie, and they have to fix it very fast. Another person, Jeff. The first one was from Big Screen Leaks. Shout out to Big Screen Leaks. And this other one is from Jeff Schneider. He's been a real broad source. He's been bringing a bunch of information about all these movies. Sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he gets it wrong. You know what I mean? So it's a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean? So he's not like a readable source like Variety or any of these, but he did say that I heard that this movie is terrible, and that's why Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo going forward. Jason Momoa, I like explained to you a couple months ago, Jason Momoa has announced that said that he had a meeting with Peter Safran and James Gunn, right, which is the new heads over at DC Studios, discussing the future of Aquaman, or discussing the future of him if he has a future in that universe. You know what I mean? Who knows what happens after this movie? Who knows if he's gonna continue playing Aquaman? Who knows if they're gonna recast? It did say they're gonna recast some characters, and some of them are gonna be the same. So who knows who's staying, who's being recast? Jason Momoa came out very excited after that meeting, and he's been kind of teasing the character. He said he always will be Aquaman, and he could be playing other characters too. He's been kind of teasing Lobo. So what he said was, I heard it's terrible, and that's what Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo going forward. But they can't say that yet because it would be lame. It would be a lame duck, and DC is hoping to wire in another $1 billion at the box office. The first one was awful too. Not so. The first one was awful too. Not such a huge surprise. I'm assuming the first one was awful too. I'm assuming that he's talking about the first press screening. I don't think the first one, I love the first one, and the first one hit $1 billion. So I don't think that he's talking about the first film. I believe he's talking about the first press screening as well. There's a lot of reasons I've been avoiding any questions about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It brings me no joy to back him up, blah, blah, blah. The film has not been good. And yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying, that the movie is bad. That's not great. Whether this is true or not, who knows? You know what I mean? I'm hoping that this movie's great. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the reviews, whatever reviews have, people can say whatever they want reviews. You know what I mean? The reviews doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I look at the reviews, you know what I mean, for movies. I'm not saying that this is a review, but in general, in movies, I look at reviews and I look for what I'm going through. People could say bad reviews, good reviews, whatever. And sometimes most of the time, a lot of movies have bad reviews. I enjoy these films. I think they're great movies. Some movies, I believe that some reviews are, oh yeah, this is the worst thing ever. Some movies are bad in the sense that it's not the worst movie ever. It may be bad in the sense, okay, you know what? They could have made this better. This movie could have been better, blah, blah, blah. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about these press screenings for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? The movie is apparently really, really bad. It's not great. So this might be like one of the last films in the current or whatever DC universe it is. You know what I mean? I believe that, if I remember correctly, the anime show that they're doing, Creature Commandos, is the first project in the DC universe, right? The new DC, part of the DC Studios. So that will be the first one. And every movie before that one is its own universe. I believe this year in DC, we are getting, Shazam is coming out pretty quickly around here. And next month, well, we're already almost in March. Honestly, I think it comes out in March. I can't remember. I think it's March 17, March 16. March 17 is when Shazam comes out. I'm very excited for Shazam. I love the first Shazam and very hyped for Shazam, Fear of the Gods. Then after Shazam, I believe it's Blue Beetle in August. I can't remember what day in August, but I remember August 11, 13, around there. And then after Blue Beetle, it's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom in December 15, 16, can't remember. But either way, I'm so excited for Aquaman. I love Jason Momoa's Aquaman, and like I explained in my other videos about the recasting of the DC universe, like some people are getting recast, some of them aren't. Some of them are saying some of them getting recast. I talked about Shazam being recast. Stagger Levi, he talked about he does not know if he's continuing as Shazam, right? He doesn't know if his Shazam will continue, if they're gonna recast Shazam. He talked about if they're gonna recast him, it's great. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get mad. And that's where you can't get mad, you know what I mean? A lot of these things, it happens, you know what I mean? And if Zachary Levi Shazam does not fit in the new DC universe, they have to recast him, it is what it is. I love Zachary Levi. I think he does a great job as Shazam, and Shazam Fear of the Gods is his last time playing the movie. Character, it is what it is. I can't get mad. It was great seeing him as Shazam, and maybe somebody else could be better or could be worse. Who knows? Could do probably a better job as Shazam. Who knows? I do not know what James Gunn and Peter Safran plans are. You know what I mean? If they're gonna recast Aquaman, Jason Momoa, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I love Jason Momoa. He's a great Aquaman. His characteristic as the character, his acting as Arthur Curry as Aquaman in Zack Snyder's Justice League in that first Aquaman was great. Can't wait to see what he does in this sequel. And if this movie is the last one in the current franchise, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? I can't get mad. I can't not complain. You know what I mean? I love Aquaman. And if they have to go with a newer version of Aquaman, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like they recasted, they're gonna recast Henry Cavill's Superman. I love Henry Cavill. He is my favorite Superman. He is my Superman. I didn't get mad. I couldn't get mad. We can't get mad about this. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But let me know you guys' thoughts here. You know, I kind of went overboard with talking about DC being recast and all that instead of talking about and continue talking about the Aquaman. But this is kind of short video, just talking about my thoughts on the test screenings and how bad, supposedly bad it is. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.